It's The Local Show on News Radio 570 WSYR, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to The Local Show. It's the 2023 Winter Edition. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. The Local Show features conversations about local business. We talk with the business owners, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, business advocates, and other business-friendly organizations. We talk about how they got into business, why they do business right here in Syracuse, New York, and where their businesses might be going in the future. Now, you'll hear all about their successes, their challenges, opportunities, marketing, and advertising. We're broadcasting from the Zoey Advertising Studios, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. Happy weekend to Steve Roberts. Is this midwinter yet, or do we have to wait till February?
No, we're there.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Winter, yeah.
You know, you said the winter, and I can't argue with you. Yeah. I only argue with you in September. You're like early winter edition. That's what bugs me.
No, we're definitely winter for a while. No. Although it's been mild, so good for us.
The ice fishermen are crying.
Yeah,
because not the way that it melted or the way that it froze, it didn't really, and it really isn't like flat. I wouldn't mind going out there if it's frozen.
Sure.
So anybody listening that wants to take me ice fishing, that's Steve at ZoeyAdvertising.com.
I used to like it.
Well, you didn't you go with your grandpa or something?
No. My father's godfather hooked me up with all of the ice fishing garb back when I was about 19.
Okay.
So my friend James and I, we used to go out all the time. And, maybe 19, 20, 21, those
Did you have a tent?
We didn't do a tent, okay. No. But that's really nice because I actually went in a couple of people's tents, and they were great. I was like, we got to get one of these huts. Man, they're nice.
Did you catch fish?
We caught a few, but the perch pirates, those guys out there at the lake, they'll take home 5-gallon pails filled with perch.
I was watching a video.
I don't know how they do it.
I was watching a video this last week where they had a camera they lowered down.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see the fish. They would like wiggle the jig, and the
jig,
fish would,
sure.
And it was northern pike and perch.
Oh, yeah.
And
a lot of those guys will catch the pike. They'll limit out on their pike. And, oh, man, it's beautiful. I just don't know how to do it. And you got to really, know what
you got to be equipped. And I've never been. So that's why if anybody wants to. Tom, would you come if somebody had it equipped? The ice was.
Oh, not at this age. I'm done. I'm dead man walking.
Okay. Okay. So we'll get a medical transport van for Tom to drive him out there on the ice.
That's all you need. But folks, don't live my life. Live the life of
that's for sure.
The Local Show. And we have a great one coming up for you. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk with Aaron Look. He's the owner of Glass Doctor of Syracuse. And then Jason Smurl stops by, general manager of the Syracuse Mets. Mary Thompson, executive director of the Home Builders and Remodelers of CNY. We'll have a nice conversation with her and about what that industry is doing. Holly Lowry is the COO of Ophelia's Place. And then John Kupperman, owner of Smith's Restaurant Supply. Brian Dumond is the president of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. And then Kyle Groth is the owner of Precise Barber and Company, which Steve does not need. He just
Thank you very much.
I
resemble that remark.
He has no hair. But we'll talk to the people who have hair and see what they can do.
I don't know, but our next guest might not qualify, Tom.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I just realized he doesn't have any hair.
Zoey Advertising on YouTube. I just say that.
See that.
All right, go ahead, Tom. Here's this poor guy that doesn't have any hair.
Aaron Look, and he's a young man. You got to be a young guy.
Get a little closer. He goes by AA Ron, Tom.
Yeah, right. Yeah. AA Ron.
That's my new name in the last 10 years.
Yeah. You're the owner of Glass Doctor of Syracuse. Give us your professional background. Let us know what you did before you got in this business, huh?
I've always been in the. I'm sorry.
Always been in the glass business?
I've always been in the glass business, pretty much. Right out of college and high school,
really?
right into the glass business, and
so you really know your stuff.
How does someone go right into the glass business? It seems like something you would get to, right? Like you were a contractor, or something. So how did that happen?
My mom was a secretary for a local auto glass shop, and
interesting.
She had worked there for several years, and I came on as an apprentice to learn the trade, how to install glass. So I started there at right around 20 years old, and That gentleman went out of business, and
is that because you worked there?
Yeah,
maybe I forced him out. I don't know. But he was a great guy. He just happened to go out of business, and I did for a couple years I did a few other things, and I went back to what I knew and started from there. Right,
So Glass Doctor is actually a franchise, right?
Right. Yeah. So I didn't start as a glass doctor. I started as just
glass,
local, independent.
Glass guy.
Were you just doing
affiliation.
auto glass, or were you doing everything at that point?
I was just doing auto glass.
Okay, just auto glass. Yep. And did that eventually spin off to doing other things with glass?
For 15 years, we just did auto glass. And it was for a good 10 years, it was just me. I was the owner operator, and I did all the installs. I answered the phones, everything.
Yeah. Does glass break?
Once in a while.
Glass
when it gets cold out, it does like to break.
I'm with Tom. I'm kind of with you. Glass. So,
anytime
what
you have
scares you
to
about
move,
it?
well, I'm always thinking it's going to break, of course, and you're going to cut yourself. So it's almost like looking at a knife. Here's this big square of something that could hurt me. And you don't know how to move it, and you're worried you're going to flex it and snap it. And
I see him going across town in like a truck or something like yours, and I see the glass. I'm like,
wow.
Somebody looks the wrong way 1 second, and have you ever broken a piece of glass? Let's be honest.
Every day. every day. I probably have a few messages right now about broken pieces of glass.
Okay, wow. But did you break them? Or,
yeah, I have.
Is that what you do at night to get more business during the day?
Sometimes you take it a little anger out, throw it in the dumpster.
Yeah. So what kind of glass do you fix?
So we do, starting with auto glass, we do everything from auto glass.
Not just windshields, right? Will you do the side windows?
The whole vehicle, okay. Mirrors.
Okay.
And then get into the house, we do showers, mirrors, tabletops, cabinet glass.
Yeah.
Commercial, we do storefronts.
Well, ironically enough, I need one for the kitchen table.
Steve does too.
I just ordered one.
Oh, you're kidding?
No, you weren't in here. I just ordered a 42-inch square.
Right.
For my high top table.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And I have a picture of it. This is it right here.
I need two of them.
Okay, so you'll talk to him?
Yeah, I will. I was going to ask you if you did that. And now, when you're working with that kind of glass, that's different than a glass that's in a window, right?
There's several different types of glass, and depending on the situation, you need different types.
Because my wife's concern was that you put a glass on it or you lean on it and it snaps or cracks and all that. How do you prevent that in a tabletop situation?
You just be very careful.
We can't be careful.
I like this. But a tabletop glass is thicker than one on a photo frame.
What's the difference between tempered glass and the regular glass?
Okay, so you have annealed glass, which is just regular everyday glass that cracks in big pieces, right? So it's dangerous.
Gotcha.
In dangerous situations, you use tempered glass.
Okay.
So it breaks into little tiny pieces. It's not going to kill you.
It's the kind that it feels like it explodes.
Yeah, it pops and sometimes it makes a noise.
Is that what would be on the table?
You could do that.
Is it a high impact glass? Is it more durable?
On a solid surface table, you can do either. If it's a safe environment, solid surface table, you can do annealed or tempered glass.
He's got young adults living at home. It's not a safe environment.
It just depends on it all depends on the situation.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I get one that scares him. So tell him that if he looks at it wrong, it'll crack.
But glass does scare people. It really does. The people that don't know glass, it's scary. So,
like, what kind of glass do you use in the shower situation? Because that's become very popular now.
That's tempered, always.
Always tempered.
Always has to be tempered.
Is that a European shower? What do they call the one that's like the glass cut?
I don't know. Expensive. They call it an expensive shower.
Like a splash panel?
Yeah.
Just a piece of glass?
Yeah.
I kind of like those. They're nice and easy.
Yeah. So you're up on Taft Road, across from the airbase, Tom, if you're as old as we are. Right on the corner there where Thompson comes through.
Yep.
Remember when you used to cut through?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Down from the spinning wheel.
Yep.
There.
So it's Glass Doctor. The phone number I have is 433-2339. Is that an okay number?
Correct.
So if you need glass or want to just have a glass question, 433-2339, glassdoctor.com. And our friend Aaron here will take care of you.
Yep. And where we excel is our customer service and our service platform. It's amazing. So we're not the typical service company. I wish every service company could be like us because we care about our customers. our number one goal is just to provide a service.
And I think your reviews reflect that. So
yeah, we work hard for those.
So good for you.
Yep. Very good. Well, thank you, Aaron, and you have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, Jason Smorrell, general manager of the Syracuse Mets baseball team, right here on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.